You got it, man. You got it, man. You got it, man. It's the third round. It all comes down to this, okay? Brogo Skurga, Burofunyosa, Bovostayo Stosasfort. You've got to believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself, alright? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go! Broshka Nithros! Broshkin, Broshkin, Broshkin! Fuck you up. I'm gonna fucking take your fucking little man body and put it into a little gingerbread man and eat it. Put it in the oven. Fuck.
Bro, chill out, man. Look around. Cameras, lights, podcast. Ethan Stevens.
That's
We're
me.
recording the Afterclass podcast with Minty, Leo, Ethan, and Baden.
That's me.
Holy shit!
Holy shit.
Hi, guys.
Hi!
Leo, are you okay? You alright? You were like at sleep and you seemed like you were dreaming or something.
What were you
You're
dreaming?
frothing at the teeth.
Yeah.
Is that a looks like a shadow boxing mark on your left cheek.
Were you speaking Russian?
Yeah, I thought I heard that.
Well, guys, welcome back to the Afterclass podcast. Today, as I've already said, we're joined with the boys. Not all the boys, but most of the boys. We have Leo, we've got Ethan, and we've got Baden. McTaylor Biggs.
Say my name again.
Damn, you just
Ethan.
fully
I
named
said it.
me
So
on
you
the
want me to
podcast.
dox you?
No,
I can
that's
dox you
fine.
even more. I know his middle name.
Oh.
First, this is the first, not even topic, first game for the audience, not you guys, so you're not allowed to answer. What is, if Baden's full initials is Bomb, what's his middle name?
Oh, I know.
Answer down in the comments below. How the fuck we've been? We haven't recorded a podcast for a hot minute. Not all of us is here. What's going on? What's happening?
We've been in the trenches! Fucking digging up, crawling over the body of my brothers.
Facts.
It's been fucked, man. That's actually been really fun, I'm gonna be honest.
Ben, what are you doing on your phone?
I'm sorry.
We
It
literally
was-
just
I'm turning it off.
Man,
Phone,
come on.
man.
I put my phone right here every podcast.
Whoever's phone buzzes first, they die.
Oh, well,
That's Squid
fucking-
Game 2. Are you guys looking forward to Squid Game 2?
No, it doesn't need a sequel.
He has red hair.
Yeah, what is up with that? Is he going to
looks
take
like-
down the whole system?
Yeah,
Probably,
well, he
but it
changed
doesn't
his
need a
hair
sequel.
to show that time has passed.
And
And he's rich.
he left his daughter
And
to
left his
go
daughter.
into
That's
the
right.
games
Yeah.
again.
To the island. I don't know, it doesn't need a sequel.
My theory is that he will go back to the island, and for the future contestants, he'll be like, oh, it'll be this, it'll be easy. Even all the games will be changed, but he will be stuck there. And he has to go through all the games that he doesn't know.
It'd be cool if he was one of the like, you know how there are rich people paying for it.
Oh,
If he
was
became one of those
them.
rich people, because he's like a billionaire, right, or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just see it as the creator, just like Game or Bank. Like he got paid jack shit for the Netflix one. He's probably gonna get paid absolute bank for this one.
Who?
The director, I don't know his name.
Really?
Yeah.
He got paid dog shit. He got like paid nothing for it.
Why?
Well, because he sold it to Netflix, being like, it's.
Oh, he
just
sold it. He wasn't above the.
No,
No, because they didn't think it would succeed.
and that fucking popped
No,
off.
popped off.
How does
became the most
shit like that
popular.
pop off?
I don't know.
It just marketed well.
You
Fucked
reckon?
situations.
Yeah, people love death games. Hunger
Mm.
Games, you know, like Battle Royale. Not Fortnite, but like the actual movie Battle Royale.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
I just shit
Out my ass.
Out my ass. Booted up my PC.
Cause I need the
to get that
Fortnite Battle Pass.
I still don't know
So-
where that's from.
That's from Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
Sea
yeah.
Shanty?
I think so.
No,
Yeah,
that's not a
yeah,
sea
yeah.
shanty in Sea of Thieves.
No, but like a bunch of the boys. did.
Yeah, just hop on open mic.
Oh,
Started singing that.
bro, we do need to go back on Sea of Thieves.
That was fun.
Yeah, we planned a night for it. We bought the game. We spent like what, 30, 60 bucks?
Yeah.
Played on it for like maybe like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And that was like 3 months ago.
Yeah. Well, we need to get onto it. It's a good game.
It's
Well,
fun.
Busy,
Minty,
bro.
We need to save up for Baldur's Gate.
Oh, we do. Yo, okay. This isn't an ask. This is a plea. Can we please get a sponsorship? We only have
Larian Studios.
just money.
Or just any. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate, bro. That'd be. I can't.
I want to play it so
I want to
bad.
play Baldur's Gate. It looks so fucking.
I'm
sick.
tempted just to get it on my next paycheck.
I'm
You're
gonna
gonna die. You're dead.
You motherfucking bitch. Fucking.
Anyways,
was it?
you know how we were just
Sorry,
talking about?
continue your
We were just talking about the island,
Which one?
the one that the Squid Game's on.
Yeah.
You know what else is island related?
Segway,
The
guys.
I'm an
Into
island.
your first topic.
Yeah, it's my first topic, guys. You guys know the Island Boys, right?
I know of them. Like I'm not hugely knowledgeable of them, but yeah, I know.
I
them.
just know that they were like,
Oh,
they were on TikTok and it was like, I'm an island, and everyone took the piss out of him.
Yeah.
Then they appeared on stage and they literally got booed off. I remember that.
I thought they were the Da Vinci guys.
no,
I thought they were those guys.
no.
They're like covered in tats, eh?
Yeah.
And they
yeah.
look like
if their parents went around.
It's like they
got
climbed-
into the drug drawer.
it's like they climbed out of like a paint can.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
They look like they climbed off fucking 6ix9ine's asshole, bro.
Yeah, true.
They're the type of kids where it's like the mum who is underpaid and a heroin addict won the
Custody battle.
custody battle
Mm,
over the dad who is very rich
yeah.
Yeah.
and loves
But
their
still
children.
has to pay
But
alimony.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so this has got to be outdated news, but apparently there's like footage circulating of them making out. And they are brothers.
They're twins
They're twins. And they're making out
on an OnlyFans account.
on an OnlyFans account. What are your thoughts on that, guys?
Who's buying that shit, man?
you'd be surprised. Incest
Yeah.
is a pretty big kink.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like,
That's fucked up, man.
I mean, usually incest is fake.
Yeah.
You know, like on those videos. On, you know, the videos that
Pornhub.
Levi shouted out
Whoa.
wanting a sponsorship from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's typically fake. These are two very real twins who have a shared OnlyFans account. They're straight, apparently. I read an article, like, not too long ago, as in 20 minutes ago, said that it's not the first time that they've kissed, because kissing isn't sexual.
would you kiss your twin?
Fuck no.
Well, like you're like
as a child,
you're
probably.
like in a room. There's nothing to do.
If it was a clone of me, fuck yeah, I'd make out.
That's true.
But if it's a twin, then that's wiggy, bro.
Well,
That's
What's
weird.
the difference?
What's
Yeah,
the difference?
What is the difference?
I mean, I wouldn't kiss my brother.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
That's
But
weird.
if it's a clone,
It's a twin. What is, you said?
it's
I
the
don't
same
know.
thing,
It's the
bro.
same
I'm not
thing,
saying
the
I would.
siblings.
I'm asking you if you
Okay.
guys would.
No,
No, it's
maybe
weird.
as like children, like we were just like, oh, see you later, mwah, like a quick kiss you
On the
know?
lips?
I don't know,
No, on the lips, bro.
like little children.
Hey, bro,
Like,
pada-
no.
pada umu things, bro.
I wouldn't do that.
Pada umu things, bro.
Fuck no. This is just Baden only thing.
No, we.
we?
But like, cause like you said, well, cause if it's a clone, have you had that debate that like
I'll kiss a-
if you jack off a clone of yours, is it masturbation or?
But you don't get off.
But it's a clone of you.
No, it's not if you jack off. If you fuck a clone.
Oh, if you fuck a clone yourself,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Is it
masturbation.
masturbation?
Yeah, but it's still someone else other than yourself, unless you're the one that's coming. And
What if you both?
yeah,
you both come?
Yeah, no,
don't know
no,
about
keep
that.
cooking, bro.
No, because I don't.
I don't want to see
know.
myself bent over.
You do or you don't?
I don't. I'll just be like, he
Then
doesn't.
Don't clone yourself.
I would clone it for other reasons, not just to fuck myself.
No, because
get more done.
Has everyone seen Loki?
Yeah, season 1.
Season 1. Yeah. Yep.
The only season that's out.
A
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people were like happy that Loki falls in love with himself because that's so him. You know, because he's a narcissist.
Yeah.
A Nazi?
But a lot of the Karens online claim that Loki is committing self-cis.
He kind of is.
But that's not a thing.
It is.
What the fuck is self-cis?
Self-cis. It's like fanficky shit.
Okay.
What are you making out with yourself?
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, it's just like it's what we're talking about. The clone shit.
Oh, the clone
That's
fucking.
self-cis.
I don't think it's
Because
bad
it's
though.
yourself.
Yeah, if it's like an alternate version of myself that's a chick.
It's like
And if there's consent all around.
Yeah.
Consent all
And they're-
around.
they're both so different. Like they're both Loki, but she's so different
She's
to
also
the
silly.
current
I don't
Loki.
think she is Loki. Like, I reckon season 2 we'll probably find out she's not actually Loki.
Like
I
if
feel
they were
like
if they were
she's
the
a
same
Loki.
person, and he was like, oh.
Mm.
But yeah, so not like speaking about like siblings and stuff like that.
I wouldn't fucking.
Alternate dimension.
I wouldn't like if there was another alternate version of me that's a chick and that's bad. I wouldn't fuck. I wouldn't have sex with myself.
You wouldn't.
No.
No,
Why is that?
It's
It's weird. I would,
just the
but I
thought.
would see them as like a sister, and I'll be like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
you can't fuck anyone. You're a virgin for the rest of your life, sort of thing. You know what I mean?
What you think? Like in Spider Verse, like if like two Peters met in the Spider fucking
But I think it's
council, are they gonna have
different.
sex?
Because then they are like different, you know?
Yeah, but they're not. They're all like
Are they all the
variations
same?
of the same.
Well, like
people.
Gwen is different from Peter.
See, in that
Yeah,
case,
very
that's why I'm
different.
like,
But,
that's why I'm like,
the other ones where it's like Peter B and Peter Parker, like they're still the same.
But then there's like Spider Woman, and then there's
See,
like
in that
Miguel's so
context-
different as well.
in that context, I wouldn't. Because then it's like they are like their own thing. If the only connection is like we're Spider-Man, then that's not,
That's true.
we're not connected. Whether it's like a clone, like to the T, and it's a chick, then, you know, it's more acceptable, I feel. But like, if it's,
clones and you share the same DNA,
yeah,
so that's weird.
But you also share like 98% of your
With a
DNA with a
banana.
banana. Like
Wait,
98,
what?
99.
Really?
Well, if you have the peel on, it's fine. No,
which brings me to my next point.
Oh, here we go.
Guys, nuclear weapons.
Kind of cool. Kind of cool from far away. If I'm
No, I
not
just need to-
involved.
No, I just need to segue from that topic.
yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck have we been doing? So, what have we been doing for the past? Like, we missed a week, guys.
yeah,
No,
we're
we
sorry.
missed 2 weeks.
We missed 2 weeks.
We're trying to figure out how to make clones. That's what we're doing in the week.
Well, I
That's what
mean,
we're doing.
technically, we missed 2 weeks, but last week technically we posted an episode.
Mm.
But
Oh, we did.
yeah, last week would have been
Our
episode. So the Friday that's coming,
Mm-hmm.
there's an episode going up.
Mhm.
So this episode that we're recording
Oh yeah.
is going up next week.
Damn, bro. We're in the these guys are saying we're in the future.
Yeah, bro.
We are
What's
in
the future like?
Well, technically we're in the past.
If you guys are in the future, why didn't you stop
Yeah.
the Twin Towers from falling?
Why do you stop that fucking conversation at the start? You
Yeah,
dickheads. That's your
The conversation
that's your
went
fault.
on
Sorry, that's
for about
way.
12 minutes.
That's your guys' fault. That's your guys' fault.
The things we talk about.
Actually,
on this
we should
podcast.
probably make an NDA for when we guys are really famous in the future. We are young and idiots. Please do not use this against us. This was just
Hey, let us
for
know in the comments.
content.
Let us know in the comments how you would react with a clone. What would you do?
Yeah.
Tell me if you would, like fucking start a revolution, fucking
Finheimer.
build a house,
No.
fucking.
Sorry.
Can we have a shout out? I was gonna have a shout out segments, but I don't want to have it right after the clone fucking part, so I'll wait for the end.
Okay.
I'll wait for the end.
Okay. Yeah.
You know on
me
YouTube,
saying
on YouTube how there are chunks. The first one is clone fucking, and then there's
shoutouts.
yeah.
A 10-second segment to shout
This
out.
video is
Yeah.
sponsored by.
Yeah, it's really possible. But yeah, so we've been in the middle of a uni project. It's been pretty fucking full on, very hectic.
There have been 8 short films made.
You guys were all in the same group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was the class split into 2 groups. We had to make 4 movies,
Yep.
4 short films,
Well,
Each.
yeah, 4
Each
per
group.
4
So
groups, so 8 in total.
Yeah.
So you guys worked on 4, and then I worked on 4. We don't have to dive straight into it, but like overall, how did that sort of like, how do you guys find it in the context of like making films?
I fucking love being on set.
Yeah.
Like there were even a couple days ago when we had to do pickups. Like the group that I was not in had to do pickups.
That was my group.
And I volunteered to join the set just
same.
because I fucking love being on set. I love being a part of the project. It's so much fun for me. Shooting shit, having banter, getting the shit right, the intensity sometimes where it's all like fun and games and then it's fucking like
Yeah.
it's fucking phenomenal. I love it so much and I'm so glad I'm getting into it. Like for our group, I think it went pretty well. Yep. Yeah, what do I say now? I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, it went great. You know, a few minor hiccups here and there, but there are always going to be a couple people sort of not pulling their weight as much as we'd like.
Can you bleep out the names?
We're not going to bleep the names. I'm not going to bleep.
We're not going to bleep the names, so
We're
I can
not
just
gonna
say.
the names.
Yeah, we won't
Okay.
do- No,
I was gonna do.
Bleep them in your head. Self bleep.
Fair enough.
No, I'm saying them out loud.
Okay.
It was
in my head, in my
frustrating.
head.
There were frustrating moments on set.
But we kind of moved on past them and we got shit done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's-
we've made 4. Well, we haven't edited them yet, but we've made 4 very successful, I think, films. And I think finally we're at that stage in our like class where we're getting pretty professional film sets. You know, I know a couple people are still like, I don't know. I think we're not amateurs anymore. You know, we're getting to that level where it's very professional.
I feel like it's just about like switching onto that film mode though.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's like you can have like a goofy set, but then like they're like I think there has to be somebody who like usually one of the 80s as a producer is like let's fucking
Yeah.
get the shit out.
Rainbow
But like,
Zero.
as soon as the shit gets going, shit gets
Going and it's
It's good to
fun
have like
and it's
high hopes, like not high hopes, but like be a little funny, you know, because you don't want it to be like down all the fucking time.
you have to have positive vibes. Positive vibes on set make it, man.
It definitely depends on the people and what their aim goal is. They want to make a film, but also have fun, and that's where the good vibes come from. But also, there are times to be serious, and then there are those little sprinkles of moments where it's like, okay, let loose, hey, have a laugh and stuff like that. But then you got to be ready to fucking switch on again, And I feel like that's where some people lacked, but for I would say 80% of the time we did pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it was I think our group
Was I too
definitely-
goofy?
No.
No, you were funny.
Okay,
ass.
I was gonna say. Lick my balls. Suck my ass. Apparently, I'm the rectum
You are
of
rectum.
their group.
Yeah, so we had this
Yeah, talk
one of
about
the
your group.
did you have any points that you wanted to share on yours?
Oh, please.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What jumped over you there?
No, thank you.
That's sick, bro. That's awesome.
No, I'm okay, thanks. You can continue.
Keep the noise down. Keep the noise.
Oh, sorry.
Fucking can't
I didn't,
speak.
I didn't mean to cause a ruckus.
What the fuck? Oh, is this Dobby, bro?
No, I was doing the
Dobby.
Herbert from Family Guy.
Oh,
Is he the guy in the wheelchair?
Hey,
No, he's the old guy. That's weird.
Oh,
He's a bit of
the
a-
Whistler?
yeah.
The pedophile?
Hey,
Yep.
Chris.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
don't really
I can do
like
Dobby.
one guy.
Go.
He lives down the
So
street.
let's this kid, bro.
Oh, and one more thing for
Yeah.
the set thing.
Yeah.
It was Leo's birthday on one of the sets,
Oh my god!
and the entire time, like, we got a cake.
No
We had it
way.
from Leo the entire time.
No way.
And like Michael, our tutors were there as well, and Leo was in the room where we're gonna like get the cake. We were getting it all ready, and they noticed, and they ended up distracting Leo while we took out the cake, we put the candles on, lit it.
Yeah. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me explain my
Yeah,
side. Of the
yeah.
story.
That's
Let me
awesome.
explain my side of the story. So this was we were shooting in a bunker for Bellis. It was cold. It was wet. There was 104 days of summer vacation. And sorry, that was just
That was good.
No, thank you. And yeah, so we had wrapped that scene, and we were gonna take a break.
Yeah, we were trying to get the extras out.
We were trying to get the extras out, but we had one more scene to record, so it was just like, we'll take a break, everyone get warm, stuff like that. We'll get back into it in like an hour. And so everyone's in this little gazebo that we had inside of the bunker, But it was still like leaking, so that's why we had the gazebo. Had like a top down, tables, deck chairs, etc.
Yeah, it sounds like a fucking setup, bro.
Amelia's the
Honestly,
goat, bro.
Shout out to you. Sometimes listen to the podcast. Shout out to Amelia.
Bro, shout out to Amelia.
Yeah,
bro.
number one gaffer.
Number one fucking gaffer, bro.
Number one, bro.
Number one
You're
gaffer.
saying number one. And so yeah, we were all inside. Michael and Ebed, our tutors, come along and they're there talking to us and stuff like that. Then Amelia, who on that set was the director, she wanted me to come outside. And I was like, yeah, sure. Like, she was like, I want to discuss shots. I'm like, yeah, fucking, let's do it.
Because you were the cameraman.
I was the cameraman. I was the DOP. And then she takes me outside. She takes me down this path. And she's like, oh, I feel like this would be like a really cool shot and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, that would be cool. But one, it's windy. Two, extra so cold and stuff like that. So I feel like we should do it inside. And she's like, okay, yeah. And so I was like, down the hall, inside looks really cool. And I didn't know at the time that's where they were setting up the cake.
No.
So the
way.
whole aim was to not get me inside. But I was like, there's a really, really cool hallway. I think if we go inside, then we can do it. Right? And then she's like, oh, yeah. And so we're walking there and she goes, oh, actually, right down there, I feel like that'll be cool if we get like a low angle and like have a frame within a frame. And in my mind, I was like, I know that's the original idea, but that's shit compared to the idea that I have. And so I'm like,
Damn, no offense.
yeah, okay. But if we go inside, it'll be great. And so I go inside, music's playing and stuff like that, and I start dancing. I walk in, the cake is on my right. I walk past the cake, and, Michael and Ebed, and then, like, all the boys are, like, chatting up, and then they distract me.
Yeah.
And as they're talking, they do this, like that, and I'm like, what's going on? I look in the left direction. Good old Ethan Oldmate over here is holding a cake. Yeah. And they're all saying happy birthday, and I'm just like,
I can't believe no one got it on video.
yeah. I was like,
awesome.
I think it's
like,
because we were all just excited.
honestly, I'm glad
Yeah.
it's in the moment.
Bro, that's what you
Yeah.
guys had.
Like, that would have been nice to capture a reaction, but like, if I had to choose between the moment or a camera,
And also, people started singing really quickly. Like, we were mid-conversation with you. And I was like, oh, we're like mid-sentence right now, but people are singing. So,
yeah,
like,
no, it was just super weird because everyone just like, could you not snap their necks to the cake? And I was like, oh, what's going on? But I look, yeah,
That's
Ethan's-
wholesome as
So,
fuck.
so yeah, it's cliche to say it, but that was probably one of the best birthdays I've had.
Aww,
It was fucking
awesome.
It was very nice. I'm glad I got to spend it in a place that I enjoy.
full balance.
For balance, like on set.
Yeah.
Surrounded by people that I enjoy working with. And yeah, if I could relive that day, I would.
Damn, that's fucking wholesome as fuck.
Can I give you a hug?
Oh, fuck. Okay, Baden, let's make out.
Oh yeah, by the way, we have no wide cam, by the way.
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I was so happy that you enjoyed that.
I really did. I
that's
was
so
honestly
awesome.
like, I was speechless, not because like, what the fuck do you say when someone's saying happy birthday to you? But also like, I can't believe you guys did that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? Because I don't like making shit about me, you know?
That's fucking awesome.
But that whole segment was like, guys, yeah, but I enjoy it. Thank you very much to everyone who contributed. I am in your debt.
The real question is, what flavor is the cake?
It was
Chocolate.
like chocolate and
mud
vanilla.
cake. Yeah, with
Vanilla
vanilla.
icing or something like
like
that.
chocolate and vanilla icing and chocolate cake.
Tight.
I had like one slice and then like everyone had like the rest. And then our main actor Zoe, like when they were leaving, like I was like packing up and calling my eye. She's like taking the cake and then she goes like, "I'm just take one for the road." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, Zoe."
Fucking hell.
She was a trooper, man. We had her in like a skimpy little singlet.
Yeah,
because
it
it was
was-
meant to be like a summer scene.
Oh,
Like it's meant to be
right,
set in
winter.
the summer, but we had it set.
We had her in a skimpy little singlet. She was wearing a singlet. She was wearing
She
a
was
singlet.
wearing like a normal
Skinny
tank top.
like
singlet.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Skimpy singlet.
I'm sorry.
She was wearing like these high boots and like these leggings.
Bro,
And
it's like,
I forget that skimpy is like a not nice term. I just meant like it was.
It was
really
very thin.
and
Very
like,
thin. Yeah, that day
like
I think
small.
the
Mm,
lowest
yeah.
the lowest temperature it was 6. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah,
What day was that?
that was Thursday. Thursday, August 10th. August 10th is my birthday.
Oh yeah, no, we felt that on. Great segue. So I was in the other group. For filming. Our shoots went pretty well. The third day is when we were filming the Ton Frenulum, outside of Roxy in Miramar, and that was pretty fucking cold, pretty fucking hectic. It was pretty like easy shoot.
What's a frenulum?
Good question. It's it's the piece of skin that like joins your tongue.
It joins you. You have 3 on your mouth. It joins your tongue and your top lip and your bottom lip.
And 1 on your penis.
If you have foreskin.
And that was the whole point of the film. It was about some dude who taught his friends. It's gonna be very funny. With the lead, Zach, absolute fucking goat. He's so fucking funny. I was on sound for it, and we were just like in between takes, we were just like bantering the whole time. And it got towards the night that I just kept asking him for like different. He do like good impressions, so I just kept asking him like to do different celebrity impressions. And he did that the Christopher Walken line from Pulp Fiction with like the mice. You heard that one?
No.
Which one's that?
He was like, I can't do the Christopher Walken accent, but he was like, there's 2 mice and one's in a bucket. Or it was like 2 mice in a bucket of cream, and one of them pedals so quickly that it churns the butter and climbs out, and then the other one drowns. You are that other mouse, and I'm the one that got out. and he did that in like a spot on Christopher Walken accent, and it was so fucking funny.
That's fucking funny.
Christopher Walken?
Yeah, he's like.
It might not have been Pulp Fiction. It might not have been Pulp Fiction.
He's not in Pulp Fiction.
He is in Pulp Fiction. Yeah.
Oh.
He's Butch's dad's general.
Yeah, then it was.
He gives like the pocket watch to someone, and he's like, his pocket watch was your father's birthright, and he hid it in the only place he knew, his ass.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, we Seth.
Yeah.
We didn't get him to do it on Baden's set, but he does the best impression of Kronk from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he goes like, "Goose go, goose goes, boys, goose
Boys.
goes, boys." Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
But yeah, our sets went pretty smoothly, except for some hiccups.
Yeah.
Can you explain what those hiccups are? Because every time you say hiccup, I'm like,
Without naming.
Now imagine a hiccup, but like it's razor blades that come up.
Imagine a hiccup, but it's footage you filmed on a really cold day that gets deleted, and you have to reshoot it.
I
Bro.
think in order to get rid of that hiccup, I would hold my breath or drink water and put my hands up.
It was so fucking like, cause like first day shooting,
I don't even know how that happens, man.
first day shooting was chill, cause like we had a lot of the people from the other, like from Team Ish, so we sort of understood the sort of set culture and what we expected, and I really wanted to make sure that like everyone who was on like Unseen and stuff didn't have another shit set experience. So I was really like making sure that wasn't gonna happen, and I knew there were like higher ups that wasn't gonna happen, but I was also very aware that like I don't want these guys to have like a shit set experience. First day shooting went pretty well.
It sounded like it went pretty well.
Yeah, no, it was like no hiccups. Except I almost got hit by a car and died.
What?
What? Can you explain how that could have happened?
Gosh, guys, well, it's quite traumatic and intense. Not
Explain it in graphic detail.
so pretty. My leg got stuck in. No, so at the end of it, shoot, we wrapped up. We were about to walk up and do our little debriefing thing, and we were in this like you know, where Capital City Market is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were by the Rainbow Stairs there.
It's a nice place.
We were filming there, and there's like a little bar. We were filming by a bar that was closed, and there's like another bar on the street over, but it's all like surrounded by buildings. And
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, it's been on his phone again.
Googling Capital City.
You don't need to know. You don't need to know. It's fine.
He's on his phone. So yeah, and like we were packing up the stuff, and everyone was going up to this like high point where I had all the equipment. And I had my big old freaking boom up, and I was walking over. And this fucking cunt in this Audi like backed out towards me, but like was accelerating and went and like went right up to me. And he kind of like came out of fucking nowhere, and he stopped like probably about like under a foot away from my leg.
Jesus.
But like I was so in like, you know, boom, you know, the
Boom world.
that like I didn't notice, and I just heard the and he was like the car was like right next to me, and everyone else was like, oh my god, and And then this guy, this like white dude, like pops his head out from the car, and he's got this like big like grin on his face, and he says, "You guys look all cute in your rainbow outfits." And then like the car like lurches forward, and then like you see his hand like spin over on the wheel, and then the car sort of like just jerks off, and you go and just like jet off.
That man was drunk as shit.
He was fucked up.
Oh, he was drunk?
He was drunk as fuck. Like he was drunk as fuck. And like when he in the interaction, like Levi shouted, he's like, "You've had enough. Have you had enough to drink, mate?" And yeah, he just fucking like went off. But
Asshole.
yeah, afterwards when we were having like the debrief, everyone was just like, the lowest moment was probably like Mitzi almost getting hit by a car, blah blah blah. And then it got to me, and I was just like, to be honest, it didn't really even clock for me. Like I was just walking, the car was kind of there, and I kept walking, and then it went off. I was like, I didn't feel
Like
like
a fucking shock or something.
Shit,
But,
man.
yeah, so
At
that
the
was
back of Minty's mind, his life is just slowly going like through every little thing.
You're
yeah.
wearing a high vis, eh?
Yeah, we're wearing fucking
Fuck
high
ass. You're wearing a high vis for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
This dumbass doesn't even see you.
Yeah, so that was like the first like big event of the first day. We one of our actors called Darren, who's from America, who like is like 34 and like has like a wife and kids, and like moved here from I think Minnesota.
Detroit.
Was it Detroit?
Yeah.
No,
Someone said he was from Detroit.
no, he worked. Well, that leads to my next one. He worked in the police force in Detroit,
Yeah.
and like. Because he seemed really, really young, so I was like really surprised that like he's like lived like full lifetimes, and he showed us this video of him when he was on patrol one night, and he was like outside. It was like recording from inside his like car, and you could hear like the police like radio going off, and in the background you can hear this like drum beat. It was like just like a constant drum beat. It sounded just like white noise, like like room tone that you get. And we were watching the video, and it was just like sort of like at night, and sort of like a town, so like lights and stuff.
Exterior night town.
Yeah, pretty
Cop. Here's drum beats beating beneath the walls.
Yeah, pretty much that. And like he showed us video, and we were waiting for an explosion to happen or something. We're like, okay, cool. And he was like, oh yeah, so that like sound in the background. And we're like,
It's fucking.
yeah. And then he was like, that was gunshots, and it was consistent, and it was like a minute clip.
Holy shit.
And we were like, what the hell? And then he was like, this was captured on New Year's, and apparently in New Year's people just fucking go like bang, 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 bang,
Jesus.
Fucking Detroit, bro.
bang, bang. Can't get shit in
You can't get
Detroit, bro.
shit, man.
But yeah, we were just like, everyone was just like gawking. We're like, what the fuck? 'Cause
Yeah.
before that, when we were in the middle of filming, when it was like quiet, it was one of the later shots we got. This like glass bottle broke because we were by like this like a car park, and it broke, and everyone like swiveled their heads, and we were like, what the fuck? And then the terror was like in the middle of his line, and then he was like, God, you Kiwis are so goddamn skittish. And we're like, ooh, and like three of us went over to go like investigate what happened, and then he showed us a video, and it's just like, oh yeah, bottles smashing is just like it's just like white noise. This is a
Yeah.
Crazy.
I've seen a bear tear open a giraffe and use it as an exoskeleton.
Someone said he saw a dude's like face shotguns.
Yeah, that is where he's telling us another cop story where he got one of his last call outs he got was a because around New Year's they don't take any, like when someone calls 911, if it's not a active like gun violence crime, they don't go to it. So if it's like if someone is threatening you with a gun but they haven't shot it.
So wait, if you want the
shit.
yeah, if you want the police, you have to have a gun.
Well, no, but it has to be something that is so important that they'll come out, because there are so many people just firing their guns off and doing
No,
dumb
that's
shit.
corrupt as hell.
But it's like they can't do anything about it because there's so many people like shooting their guns up and just being dickheads. Then it's like the 1% where they actually need the like police force. Then it's like it just gets muddled up with the rest
What
of
if
them.
you're getting like robbed? What if someone's like at your house just robbing you, and the police are like, nah, people are in the street
But then
shooting.
there's like on the next street, someone's getting murdered.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, Detroit, man.
Yeah,
But,
I guess.
Yeah, so one of his final call outs was he went to this woman's house, and apparently there was like a he walked in and there was like a shotgun on the floor, and there was like blood splattered, and then there was this like this older woman who had like half her ear missing, and there was like a bullet hole just like fucking like open in her head, and she was still like alive, and she was like, and like apparently it was on like a body cam, and she was like going like help me, and she was like, he was like stand back, and then they apparently found out that she was living with her son or someone. Who called 911 to be like there was like a shooting in her house, and apparently he did a self-report. It was him who shot his auntie or mum or whatever. And then they eventually got him, locked him up. But like, man saw fucking like on gun violence, and we were just like,
what the fuck,
bro? Being a fucking policeman in America must be like as bad as getting drafted or something. Like
So much
the amount
stressful
of
shit.
you must have, like, you must be seeing. Like that, that is probably one of like
that's traumatic.
Yeah, like I would say less. Like imagine the other shit that could be up to no good. you know?
Yeah,
Like, that's
This
just
is,
crazy.
like more
silly
disgusting, horrible shit that he would have encountered.
Yeah, this is an Instagram account I follow called Brazzy, I think. He's a have you heard of the movie Nightcrawler? Have you guys seen it? Jake Gyllenhaal?
Yeah,
Yeah. And
Yeah,
Riz.
have you seen it, Leo?
he's a psychopath. TV guy.
He's pretty much like a guy who like tries to get footage of like events, like crime events that happens and sell them to news stations as quick as possible. So I follow a photographer who pretty much does that in LA. And like the shit he captures is like, holy fuck, like LA is GTA.
Really?
Like he's just so many like of just like, people who have just been blown apart in the middle of the street, and like people who are like skitzing out on like fentanyl, and like people are just walking past them and they're like in a bush, like it's like fucked, bro. And like there's always like the the SWAT vans that are like, coring off places, and it's just like
God.
it's a lobby, bro. LA's a lobby, bro.
what the
Yeah, man.
But yeah.
Fucking hell.
Fucking
yeah,
shit's
that's
crazy.
just crazy. Yeah, thank God New Zealand is as safe somewhat as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the size of New Zealand helps because you can't
I
have.
mean, like, minus the recent shootings that have been going on in Auckland,
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh really?
we're-
There've been
Yeah, I didn't
recently.
know that.
Yeah, there were like 2 within a
There's
span
one on
of
Queen's
a
Street,
week
man.
or 2.
Apparently, like, there's been a bit some like attacks and stuff at the train station.
I thought it was just Robbins.
Oh no, assaults.
That
Yeah,
there was
some,
a.
like
the-
full on assaults. Apparently, there was one in Paraparaumu station
Fuck, I'll take him on.
recently.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah,
I'll strike him, bro. I'll scrap them.
There's
I'll take
been
them
fucking. It was almost a fight at work. I wasn't there, but like some people came into like the lobby and were gonna start fighting, and were threatening the staff who are all women, being like, "Oh, I'll hit you if you interrupt." So they leave, like, and then they come back so they can start fighting in the lobby again. I guess, and then the police come and they get
NPCs,
they get
Bro, they
exposed.
they just want a scene. They just want to be like,
They want
that
clout,
group
bro.
over there.
Yeah.
They want to take that clout.
Yeah.
But anyway, on a more lighter topic, second day of shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second day shooting. Yeah, first day shooting was well. We were working with this the kid actor. It was fucking chill. Second day shooting, we filmed at this beautiful, beautiful church. Old St.
I haven't been in.
Paul's.
I wasn't inside, but it looked beautiful from the outside.
Magical inside.
I went there for a wedding one time. It is
Fucking
very
nice.
Shout out St. Paul's,
Shout out Old St.
old
Paul's.
church.
And
Literally
also
just down the
Paul.
road, kind of, in a way. Yes, it
Shout
is.
out St. Paul's and also Paul.
And Paul.
And Paul. I never even put that connection together.
That leads me to my shout out section. We've got 2 great shout outs of people who listen to the podcast and have talked to me and talked to us about watching the podcast.
Yeah.
Our first one is our loyal fan, loyal listener, our stan, you could say.
Yeah.
Finn.
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 He gets a
Finn.
shout out like every second episode.
Yeah, because he's the GOAT, bro.
He's the goat.
Finn Heidemann, I'm editing your thing right now. And
No, you're right here on the podcast. I was like, the fuck? What are you, like, silly? What are you, like, a fucking idiot? What do you, like, think you're in 2 places at once? What are you, like, fucking stupid? What are you, like, an idiot? What are you, like, mentally ill? What are you,
anyway, you haven't watched the dailies yet, and I know you haven't. You better fucking watch those. But that brings us to our next point.
This episode's not coming out for like 2 weeks. They'll be
You better watch the dailies by then, my G.
They'll be fully edited by then.
Watch the fucking dailies, please. And a new listener. I don't know how long he's been listening to, but Paul.
Paul. Shout out Paul.
For those who don't know, I won't dox him, but Paul is he's an actor in a lot of our films. Absolute goat.
Yeah.
Lovely man.
Just a lovely man, just a great guy to hang around. He's funny, he's very charismatic, he's great at acting. He's been in
Three.
What? 3.
2,
Vocal
3,
motion.
4.
Fuck is using yours, yeah.
Yeah. 4.
But yeah, so Andy,
5.
you-
Timish.
I counted
Oh, you
Timish
counted
in my
Timish.
4.
He's been on a lot. He's
And
been on a
the
lot. He's
Watson
been
Girls
in
and
quite a few.
Alphabet Mafia.
I didn't count those ones.
Okay.
Because they're not like ours.
And it was and it was last night. Were we filming last night? Was that last night? My brain's gone to
It
sleep.
was last night.
Holy shit. Last time when we were filming and he pulled up the set because we had to do reshoots. He pulled up the set and me and Ethan ran over to his car because we needed to ask him to move it. And he was like listening to like, it wasn't music, it was like voices. And when we did the window down, I think it was your voice that was coming through. And we were like, what the fuck? And then he was like, oh, what's this? And he points to his dashboard and you see the Aftercost logo.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man.
And,
Yeah.
then I
That's
got
such a cheesy setup, but I love
Oh, it's so good.
That's wholesome.
You want to know something else crazy?
What?
I was crazy once.
crazy
Fuck,
once.
why am I?
They put me in a room.
Okay, no, what was crazy? What was crazy?
This man is crazy.
One of our crew members, Nick, when he went over to Dunedin, he was hanging with a few mates, right? And they were chilling, and one of them decides to put something on the TV.
No way.
And guess what it was?
No
It
way.
was the Aftercost.
What?
Wait, was the, like Nick put it on or?
No, it was one of his mates.
Some random. Shout out that random guy. Hell yeah, Dunedin.
And he put it on, and then Nick was just like, "Wait, what the hell? I go to the fucking class with these guys."
That's fucking awesome.
One of the guys that I knew from Dub C. But it's weird.
That's
It's
pretty
weird.
fucking cool.
The guy that was acting in Quinn's one, Andrew, he knew us from
Yeah.
the podcast.
Well,
He
because
knew-
I know
he
him.
knew you
Yeah,
too, but he knew
yeah.
Quinn and I from the podcast
Yeah.
when we did rehearsals.
That's
He was like, "Are you
fucking-
guys on the Off the Class podcast?" I was like, "What the fuck? No, no."
It's
Stay
crazy.
the fuck away from it. No.
We don't have a lot of subscribers and stuff like that, but we do have a pretty decent sized fan base.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's fucking. I think maybe it's because it's very tight.
Yeah, it's very tight, and Wellington is such a small place. I could walk into someone, and chances are they may have heard of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's very.
it's crazy. But
Make sure to share this podcast. With,
yeah,
Like,
We-
subscribe, kiss.
we live. All of us live in Wellington,
mm-hmm.
so you might
Dox
see.
us.
Yeah, you might see us on the street.
Don't find my address.
Except for
Why the fuck am I
Ethan,
saying
you live at 165.
Baker Street.
Have sex with me, street.
He lives at 100. No. You right now.
Don't even.
Wait, can we have the Ethan rant for a minute?
All right.
Oh, I've got
Everyone,
something to say.
Welcome to a new segment called Ethan Rants.
All right, we've got to, okay. When it
We
gets
give
to
him 1
42,
minute.
Ethan, when it gets to 42 on the timer, can you put a timer up and post?
Sure.
Okay. Well, right now, so you got 30 seconds to prep your brain for your thoughts.
Yeah.
And you have one. How many-
1 minute.
1
Just a
minute.
minute.
Yeah, I've
I'm
talked a
talking
lot.
1 minute to get everything out of your brain.
Unfiltered.
That's fucking leaving.
Why are you on your phone?
That's an
Why
ick.
are you
That's
on
an
your
ick. That's an
phone?
ick. That's an ick.
God.
We need to put.
I'm gonna be on the couch today.
Okay, we've got 50 seconds, 10 seconds. No.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't want to live in Potapaduma anymore. It's a fucking nightmare. Oh, Baden actually left. Why did Baden leave? Baden!
Come back.
He actually left. He actually left.
Continue with the run.
I don't like living in Potapaduma. It's fucking dog shit. I want to live in Pram. I mean, in town, but I don't have enough money. That's all that it's about. It's all that's about. It's just not having money, not having finances, because I can't work 4 days. And I have to work 4 days to be able to sustain myself, but I can't do that and film at the same time. And I want to film more than I want to fucking live in town. So I have to either wait till the end of this year, which I'm going to blow my fucking brains out if I have to do that, or I just hook up with StudyLink and then live off fucking scraps for the rest of my life. I don't know. And gas prices are fucking $3 a liter.
That's fucked up.
I want to go fuck yourself, I guess. Baden's back. That's a good thing. Hi, Baden.
10 seconds, 10 seconds.
Everything's good. Everything's bad. Baden's feelings are hurt, which gives me the ick.
I'm on my phone and it's a ick, but also my feelings are hurt. And it's
I didn't think you'd be hurt.
I was just looking up where Capital Market was. I was still thinking about
You know
it
what?
from
He's still
earlier.
Jamie Pilled.
Yeah.
He's still Jamie
You
Pilled.
can't ask me to come in
Facts.
as your Jamie and then not have me on my phone.
Yeah, that's true.
That's fair.
And thank you for that segment. That was a new segment. Ethan, how
So
do you
new
feel?
segment.
Yeah, I do hope
I
you
feel-
move out soon.
Yeah, so do I. I really do want to move out.
How do you feel after that?
I feel it's the same.
That's awesome. Well, now we have content, so that's even better.
We do have content.
That's a real. That's a real.
That's a real, I guess.
Guys, we have reels. Follow us on Instagram at the Afterclass Podcast and on TikTok at the Afterclass Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, etc. Host, what's going on?
What is going on?
I feel bad now, Baden.
No,
Hope
I'm
you're
fine.
okay.
Yeah.
Where
I was fucking
are the
around.
Braden's therapy corner? No,
Just introducing those segments.
Oh, because there are 4 corners in a room.
yeah.
So
That was my point
you've
before.
got your corner. Ethan's got his.
I've got
Yeah.
the
Leo and I
anger
need a
corner.
now. Is mine my therapy corner?
Yeah.
I don't have a corner.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear a dumb point that I brought before the podcast?
Yeah, what is it?
I had this. I was talking to these two. I was just like, "What is it that when you're in a big room and there's 2 people in the room, it feels so big, but when you bring more people in the room, it feels smaller?" And then I was enlightened. I was
There's a little sign on the.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I was
think
exceeded.
Because it peaked, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was
I'm
enlightened.
peaking right now.
I was enlightened. Do you know how I was enlightened? That these 2 fine, aspiring mental thought gentlemen were like, well, if you have more people in the room gets smaller. And I was like, now that is physics.
But it doesn't.
Well, it
There's
feels
less
small.
space.
It's just there's less
yeah.
space. It
It
doesn't mean the
feels
room's gotten
smaller.
smaller. The
It
room
feels
is the same.
The volume has gotten.
It does feel smaller, but
Mm.
technically the room's still the same size.
But that's what I'm saying. If we have 100 people in like Lane Street Studios and like K Stage, then will it still feel big?
It depends on how spaced out they are.
If they're like,
And depends
It's gonna
how,
feel
how,
huge.
how used to the space you are.
Yeah.
Like when you
Mm.
first move into a room, it's going to be fucking huge. You have nothing in there. And then once you get all your furniture and bed and stuff like that, once you get used to that because everything is there, it's going to be real small. You're going to be like, damn, like thinking about it now, this room's like really small. Like, oh, what the fuck? Right?
what is that? Like with humans, how we just like,
Depth perception.
damn guys, I really solved it.
don't know why
Anyway,
we're copying
I'll quickly just go through the rest of the filming for my ones.
We're still talking. All right, this podcast is about filming.
Yeah, bro, we are film students.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we don't-
I want to talk
students.
about a film, but I'll wait till you.
the bio is literally 5 film students decide to get on a podcast and chat shit.
You know why that says that?
Can we
Why?
change it?
Because
it's six
I-
now?
What?
Can we change it? Because I'm the sixth
Damn,
member.
you're sick.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't walk off. No, you're
Someone thinks they're part
Maybe-
of the podcast. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
he's throwing
I'm kidding. I'm
shade.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Oogly boogly,
I've consistently
oogly
been in
boogly.
more episodes recently than some of the others.
Damn,
That is true.
You're so
Damn.
fucking valid for that. That's shade, bro. That is fucking shade.
I would be
Guys,
a
I
fox.
love you. Please don't be mad at me.
You'd be a force?
A fox.
A fox.
Anyway, Minty.
Filming.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna just get through it. Those who form a church, beautiful
You'd
church,
be a
was
honey
fucking
bear.
sick. Very stressful, but it was very sick. But then we all just, what do you say?
I don't
Be
know.
a honey bear.
A honey bear.
Or sun bear.
You're a raccoon.
What? Why am I a raccoon?
Baden's a platypus. Baden's a platypus.
Oh, I thought you'd be.
Yeah, he's a platypus.
You're a raccoon.
Why am I a raccoon?
I don't know.
And Ethan's a honey bear. What am I?
No, you're a honey bear.
I'm a honey bear. What are you?
I'm a fox.
Fox, platypus, raccoon.
I'm a raccoon. Yeah, I did want to get a rocket raccoon tattoo. I still do. I
Yeah.
feel like it could be a very sick tattoo.
Rocket raccoon. Rocket raccoon.
Rocket. The name's Rocket.
To the moon.
To the moon. But yeah, no, so yeah, filming went great. Film didn't go great because then some data got deleted, so we had to do reshoots. So I'm pretty burnt out from doing all that.
Yeah, Minty had to do like all the equipment
It
management
was so
for like
fucking
the entire.
annoying. But that's some things to learn. But I'm kind of glad I'm in editing stage because that's where I feel the most comfortable in. And like I genuinely after this podcast I'm gonna go back and like listen to the Oppenheimer soundtrack and just fucking sync audio. 'cause it's
If
so
you
much fun.
if you use Avid, if you saw Minty's setup, you'd come.
It's so nice, bro. Avid, you know what? I've had such a redemption arc for Avid this year. I love Avid.
Avid's not bad.
If there's,
I just don't know how to cut.
is there a
Is it
video
why?
of me saying Avid shit?
For those of you who don't know, Avid is the industry standard editing software, and we have been learning to use that all year. However, some of us have negative thoughts on it because for industry standard software, it is pretty difficult and annoying.
It's a learning curve. Once you get it, you get it, bro.
It's not user friendly.
It's like learning.
Yeah, going from Premiere Pro to Avid, you'll have such a hard time
Yeah.
because we're so used to, I do this one thing and I got the result. But Avid, it's like you have to do 5 things to get the result, but it is like worth it because there's more, you get down to the specifics with Avid.
There's more organization. There's more security. There's and a better outcome overall.
Yeah, that's why it's the industry standard. However, it is very annoying. Very,
Like, I honestly, like, I would genuinely love just like audio sync. Like,
Really,
I was so tempted to ask Levi, like, bro, can I just fucking sync your audio? Because
That's a job.
I find it relaxing. I find it super relaxing. Just like listening to some music and just like, dude, it's just the same movement over again, and it's just so like, nice. So like, honestly, bro, if I get a fucking assistant editor job,
yeah.
Park Road post production, hit me up. I got you, home slices.
Facts.
For our final topic for today, one coming from absolute left field,
I
not
was
related.
going to talk about something. But
Oh
we
no,
can-
you go, King.
I'll just recently this fan film came out and it sparked a lot of controversy.
Spider-Man Lotus.
Spider-Man Lotus.
Did they come out?
It's officially out.
Can you give us some context
Yeah,
on what
okay.
Spider-Man Lotus is?
So,
have you have seen it?
kind of.
Oh.
But okay. So 2 years ago, this guy called Gavin,
Kevin.
this 17-year-old, came out and was like, I want to make a Spider-Man fan film. This is what it's like. These are some of the cast members. I need funding for it though. A lot of people donated. Last June, July, it was outed that the actor who played Spider-Man, the actor who played Green Goblin, and a lot of other people on set were racist, sexist, homophobic, just all the isms, you know? Not really autism, but no, like all of those little things, just all of those were outed by this one kid who like was apparently like a big fan of him and was just treated really poorly. That kid went on to be outed as a racist as well. And now, so a year later, last week, the film had a red carpet premiere because they decided, Gavin was like, I'm still going to release it. He left Twitter for a while, came back with a really crappy apology. Was basically like, well, I guess you guys didn't like that, huh?
Yikes.
Which is the worst apology I've ever seen. And a woman did a fucking ukulele apology video.
Yeah, true. Toxic, gossip, train. You guys know the lyrics?
I haven't seen it.
Gossip, train, toxic.
I do know the lyrics. But yeah, so he came back. He was like, I'm still going to release the movie because I feel like it should be. Last year, he got a message from John Watts, the director of the current Spider-Man trilogy, saying that he was very excited for his fan film. It was outed that Gavin just constantly talks shit about John Watts and was like, John Watts just messaged me. His movies are still shit. Not a great way to like behave.
It does make sense that they're 17, right?
Yeah.
Is he still 17 now? He's gone.
No,
older.
he's like 19.
Okay.
And he's still acting like
He's
that.
still acting.
It makes sense if while he was 17, if he's saying all of that stupid, racist, homophobic,
sure.
transphobic,
I feel like
yada
as
yada.
a 17-year-old though, you should know a little better.
I
know. I know.
Smash cut to high school. Everyone's a
I know. I
pile of
wasn't
shit.
great at 17, but I learned pretty quickly.
I think it's different environments because, like, God knows, I assume he's from America.
Yeah.
Assume he's
God bless nasty America.
It's like I think America's like, you know, you're either in fucking shit environment.
You're either in Detroit,
Or not.
you're in the trench,
Or
yeah,
you're
exactly, or not. You're either seeing a woman with half her face that's alive still,
Yeah.
or you're a racist.
So anyway, the
I guess
movie
there's
came
two
out.
options.
They did the red carpet premiere, which
It was like a for real red carpet premiere.
It generally was.
yeah. I don't know where he got the money for it, but
Yeah.
Can't wait for the
probably
Spider-Man Lotus suit to be in Spider-Man 2.
Oh no.
I mean, the suit is the only good thing about it.
I don't like the suit.
I haven't seen it.
I think like it had some decent costume design. I don't know. Anyway, the movie comes out, and the funny thing is, after all of this, the movie is not bad. It's not good. It's just bland. He was like, I'm so gonna make it better than anything John Watts did for Spider-Man. And the opening credits is a fucking car commercial. It's just a car going through the street with really bad like camera angles. A lot of the lighting is bad. The dialogue is cringe. They take some really emotional Spider-Man comics and make them lame. Like Spider-Man sits and trauma dumps on a kid with cancer for 20 minutes.
Slay.
Which is a story in Spider-Man comics, but it's handled so much better.
Yeah.
It's just like Spider-Man sitting down and being like, Green Goblin killed my girlfriend. I feel bad. You're a child with cancer, but I'm Spider-Man and my life's worse.
Yeah.
And it's like,
What was the spice for Spider-Man Lotus? Like, I assume like the
it
reason
was
why
just
it got a bit
it
of
was
hype
just a
was
take
'cause-
on Spider-Man Blue, which is a very loved comic.
Right.
It's like a year after Gwen Stacy's death,
Yeah.
and Spider-Man basically writes her a letter,
Oh, cool.
and that's kind of it. I mean,
Right.
there's like it's a couple other Spider-Man comics as well, but apparently there's this fight scene with Shocker, and Spider-Man uses a civilian as a human meat shield. I think it's genius.
What the fuck?
There's also a shot where it's like Peter Parker, and then in the background is a Black Widow poster.
What the fuck?
like movie poster, like on one of those like billboards.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
you could have just reshot it.
Oh my
You didn't
God.
need. You could have reframed it or reshot it. You didn't need the weird.
Mask it out even.
Yeah, they also tried to do the thing that like Logan, the Wolverine one, where they have the comics and they're like in universe. They try to do that, and it's done so cringe and
Ugh.
weird. But like, it's not a bad film, but it's not good. It's just bland, and I think that's the funniest thing about it. is
They're
that-
they're like 18-year-olds that are thinking they're at the top of the world. Oh, we have a red carpet. Oh, everyone loves this movie that's gonna come out. Everyone's hyped for it. People are giving us money. Oh, we're better than everyone else. John Watts, fuck you. And then the movie comes out and they realize that it's just fucking 18-year-olds. You know?
Fuck.
Yeah.
people are like, there's like an entire like 5-minute shot of just Harry Osborn walking through the city, and there's some like fucking MCU-ass writing in there as well. Like, I know he like dogs on the MCU all the time, but his writing is so bad. There's a scene where like Harry's like, "Oh, how do you like my mustache?" And Peter looks at him and goes, "There's nothing there." And he goes, "Well, it's still growing in." And I'm like, this is some cringe ass fucking Nene Baby writing.
Man.
Fucking hell.
This is some high school shit.
Hey, I mean, like, props to him for being like, I want to make a film and stuff like that, and then getting funding and stuff like that. But I think it's good just to
But if you want to
reality
Humility.
check yourself,
yeah.
keep
And
yourself
so
humble.
If you want to
'cause-
make a film being like, I know this character way better than the current director, like, don't do that.
no,
That's-
because that's the thing. That's what
spite.
every people think. Star
Yeah.
Wars fans think they know Star Wars better than George Lucas.
Mm.
You know, and it's just like that's wrong, right? It's just like, just check yourself. You didn't make those characters. Just like stay
Yeah.
humble, you know. And if like you can criticize and stuff like that, but just like provide like support and instead of just dogging and shit, you know,
Mm.
Like,
because
the Tom
improvements
Holland-
happen over time.
Tom Holland Spider-Man isn't awful. It's
Probably the
it needs
best.
criticism because it's not great. But like, to think you're better than a Hollywood director at the age of 17, like,
And his
get you
movies are
anyway.
fucking amazing. Homecoming's
John Watts? Yeah,
Homecoming's fucking amazing. No Way Home's fucking
my
amazing.
favorite.
Far From Home.
Far From Home's fucking amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
love that
pretty
film.
like controversially like.
That's the
like-
thing. It's
How is it
like
controversial?
People are like,
no, the movie's not controversial. I just
Oh,
mean
sorry.
like it's not well liked, but I really like it.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So
fuck
anyway,
that guy.
don't be racist, and if you're gonna make a fan film, don't have your fucking past Instagram.
check everyone's backgrounds.
yeah. For real, for real.
background checks.
Yeah.
And if someone gets called out for something, don't keep them on.
They really do like a point that like I've always like wanted to like in my life. I would love just to have like a sit down conversation with George Lucas. Like imagine talking to the cunt who thought of a stuff. Like I know he probably like he's probably moved on and doesn't give a shit about it anymore. But like, I would just
Works
love
on
to
the
like
farm.
just pick his brain.
George Lucas,
Yeah.
that giant slug that talks like Baba, give up. Fucking love that.
I love that one, bro.
Nah, Star Wars is fucking goated though.
Yeah, are you guys hyped
Giant
for
space.
Ahsoka?
No,
I
Somewhat.
saw a bit of the
Somewhat.
trailer.
only because I'm
cool.
not really into Star Wars anymore.
Mm.
Like,
Um,
in a minute.
I loved Mandalorian. Mandalorian was fucking awesome. That Ahsoka episode was fucking awesome. So I hope Ahsoka's on that same level of Mando.
I love Star Wars so much that I spent a lot of money on a Hot Toy statue.
Damn. A hot
recently?
toy statue? Was it hot? Was
was pretty
Mandalorian like
hot.
have his tits out or something?
Kind of, I wish. Oh,
Damn.
female Mandalorian.
A wooga. But I think like I'm going to watch the new Ahsoka thing because it looks very. I'm not sure about like the plot, but like as soon as they
I thought
started
you
like,
were gonna watch Slop.
huh?
I'm kidding.
This isn't slop.
I know.
This isn't slop. This is not slop.
I know.
This is not slop.
Lightsabers. Come
Not
on now.
sick.
They look
Come on
fucking
now.
sick and they sound sick.
Exactly like that, bro.
I hope it's good. If the first episode's good, then I'm gonna have
Was
hope.
First 2 episodes coming out.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm just not that into like Star Wars media.
Yeah,
that's fair.
anymore.
because they in the trailer they like in the most recent trailer like they dropped some freaking Hayden Christensen doing like some lines from like the Clone Wars, like talking about Ahsoka, and they're like, yep, that's already got me.
Oh,
that's
I
already got me
didn't,
excited.
I didn't know that.
Is it Christensen or Matt Lanter?
the
I think
trailer.
it's Hayden Christensen.
In the trailer, it was Christensen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It says I think it looked like a shot from Attack of the Clones, like where it had his like
Oh.
his like Padawan thing, but like it could have been like, you know how they did in Obi-Wan, how like they like de-aged.
De-aged, yeah.
But I'm not sure where the plot is gonna go, and there's that one, I think he might be an Inquisitor, the red lightsaber dude. But he was like saying how like he knew Anakin, like, or Ahsoka, like, you know, during the Clone Wars and now afterwards. So I'm not sure where it's going to go. I hope that it seems like it's going to be sticking with like Rebels and there's going to be some Thrawn elements, which I'm very excited for.
That's.
I have hope.
I think that's the one thing I'm not like. Is that
Mike.
Huh?
Oh, it's
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Mike.
you know, like you have to watch Clone Wars to know Ahsoka, and then you have to know Rebels to know Ahsoka, and you have to know Mandalorian to know a little bit of Ahsoka. It's like it's a lot to watch.
I never watched much of Clone Wars. I didn't watch Rebels, but I think.
I feel like you don't have to. I think.
I think I'll still get a
But
kick
like
out
all
of it.
those side characters and stuff from or the main characters from Rebels are gonna be in Ahsoka
If they
as
don't-
side characters, and it's like there's lore there, but it's like if you don't know it, they might not explain it to you, expecting you to know it.
Yeah.
If the characters don't fit and don't propel the story forward, then they shouldn't. Then it's just bad writing.
yeah.
I just think like it's hard to get into Star Wars. Like for me to get back into Star Wars,
But I mean,
like
think
I
you
feel like it'd be really difficult for me to.
It's just a lot of extra media. You know, like you watch the movies and stuff like that. And if you want to keep watching, Clone Wars is there for you. Rebels is there for you. It's just like stuff that you can do. You don't have to do.
Like there'll be little bits where they say lore and you won't get it, but like I'm not gonna watch that and be like, or just be like, oh, I don't get it. I'm a fuck. Okay, and then I just keep watching.
Yeah, that's fair.
Eric Voss, new rock stars. What's going on?
What?
Tell me stuff.
Eric Voss?
Yeah, he's the guy like, hi, I'm Eric Voss from New Rockstars, and blah 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 blah. I'm here to explain all the Easter eggs and stuff like that.
Never heard of him.
He
Oh,
does all those thumbnails like the Thanos. What was he cooking, or does he know?
What?
Do you not know?
Thanos was
Very-
cooking.
I don't take that guy seriously because there was one video that he had. His theories are stupid. The only theory he got right
Are you talking about
was
Eric?
huh?
Are you talking about Eric?
Eric Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only theory that he got right was Kang being in Loki. Everything else he
Loki
backed up the Mephisto shit, but the theory that got me, you know, derailed from him, I was like, you are stupid, was when Stranger Things 2 came out. I think he had a theory about what the Mind Flayer was, and he was like, I have a theory that it could be Barb.
The chick who died
Yeah.
from it in the first season.
Yeah, and he was like, it could be seeking revenge and stuff like that. And I'm just like, are you that like seeking
thick,
for?
bro?
Yeah, and ever since I've just not been listening to him
Hmm.
because of how stupid his theories are. It is very he throws a lot of shit at the wall.
These people have no media literacy.
Yeah.
Theorists and like CinemaSins and shit, they
Yeah.
just have no media literacy.
CinemaSins can be funny sometimes.
But it's probably just for clicks, right? It's really just
Yeah.
for content.
Because they
purely
need
for
to get
content.
paid. That's why they keep making the videos. They're just like,
Yeah,
let's make a
yeah.
theory. They're talking a lot on slime. Let's do a slime theory video.
Yeah.
Oh, like that would get clicks. A theory on like slime channels, like another channel on YouTube. You get
The
clicks
lore
on
of
it.
slime channels and how they're a deep fucking cabal
Yeah, yeah.
and shit. But yeah. Is there anything that you guys wanted to end us off on?
What was that thing you were going to talk about before Ben
Yeah.
talked about?
Oh, it was another topic, but we can save it for another podcast.
No, let's do it now.
It's completely left field.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it live. We'll do it live.
live. I'll write it. We'll do it live.
Fuck
All
it,
right,
we
everyone,
balls.
everyone sit down, get relaxed. Yeah, well, you sit down. Okay. Guys, what was your guys' experience during the COVID-19 pandemic? Like, what do you guys do like during lockdown?
I
I lost all
Was
my
at home?
friends.
Oh fuck!
They all abandoned me.
Actually, let's say the second lockdown.
Oh,
It's like a year ago, last year. What
A
do you
year
guys-
ago.
It was about a year ago.
two.
What the
2 years ago.
fuck were you?
We
It
did
was-
have Zoom.
It was like mid 2021
Mid-20. I
because
know.
it was
Time's
we had only just
Oh,
started.
it's
like,
2023. Fuck.
I turned 20.
2021
like,
is
last
2
week.
years ago.
Right?
I moved into my first ever flat, and it had
Mm.
been like a month, and I wasn't really enjoying it. So the opportunity came, and I went straight back to my parents' house.
Fellas. Well, because we were all still in film school, weren't
No,
Yeah.
these guys hadn't started yet.
No, yeah.
we? You guys didn't start.
No, I did.
It was
Yeah.
our first term of being in level 5.
That's right. Yeah. Because you were still in high school, weren't you? No, Doza.
Yes, I was still. I'm coming back on the couch.
come back up.
Hung cool.
Do we even mention DJ Khaled? You can see like his belly.
Wait, who?
DJ Khaled.
Who?
DJ Khaled.
Who?
Have you ever played rugby?
Ah,
Life is Roblox.
bro.
Life is roadblocks.
It's Roblox, not Roblox.
Life is roadblocks.
I sure hope it does. Yeah, I was still in high school in 2021. That was my last year. I was
Wait,
year
so
13.
you went through 2 lockdowns during your high school, right? Then.
Yes, sir.
Damn, that's a fucking mega L.
Oh, my friend was a goat in lockdown. Actually, he would deliver
He's
O's.
a goat.
I eat your lawn. Yo, you're my best friend. He would deliver O's to my house. He would deliver ounces.
No way.
He would deliver shit, and I became a stoner during lockdown.
What the goat?
You would, like,
I knew
drive
so
up-
many people who became stoners during lockdown.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
adult.
thought about it, but I was living with my parents. So.
True.
I was with my
No, but
parents
I was
too.
living.
Yeah.
I didn't like smoking at my parents' house.
Fair. Yeah, what do you guys get up to in the second lockdown? Because we were still during at like.
I got mad depression.
I think I went to a party and everyone was talking about like how many people you can have because like at that point you could have like less than 100 or something.
It was, yeah.
It was like 50 or something.
50?
I think so.
I played Red Dead Redemption 2 for the first time.
Damn, fucking oath.
And
Yo.
that also made me depressed.
Fuck
Because it was a
Yeah.
very sad game.
Fucking
Other
oath.
than I don't really have many memories of lockdown.
But that's the thing. Like, yeah, to me, neither. It's just like it's sludge.
The first lockdown in 2020 was definitely probably the funnest, like, part of my life, I would say. Because, I mean, like, at that age, you're like, staying at home all day, every day. What?
Yeah.
boys.
You know, like going in a Zoom call and the teacher's like, well, if you don't show up, I'm like, what are you going to do? Send me to the principal's fucking Discord chat?
Dubsy seems like the Dubsy seems like the place where like a guy would like show his ass on a Zoom call
Yeah.
and just walk out of the room.
I had a voice changer on.
No way.
Really? Hell yeah.
I was literally like, you're in my domain now, bitch. I can do whatever I want. But I showed up for 2 Zoom calls, and then when we went back to class, the teacher gave me a chocolate egg because I showed up
No way.
Damn.
and like didn't give it to a few other people. But like to the people that showed up constantly, they would get one. But I showed up to like 1 or 2 classes.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah, no, I remember. Yeah, I agree with Lee on that. First lockdown was awesome. Like when we, I can't remember if it was during school. I think it was like overnight, was it? Like we came back home and then it was like lockdown time. And it was like, you're not going to school tomorrow. I was like, Hell yeah.
No, fuck.
Well,
yes.
it was my like my first year graduating, so I kind of went into lockdown and had some friends, and then after lockdown I had no friends.
Fuck.
So
I made like this sounds like the most like introverted
although
thing.
I did,
I made friends on Discord
I
with
made
a
all my
few
friends.
American people, and
Fucking nice.
I don't keep in contact with them, but if I ever go over to the like New York, there's I got like hookups.
Well,
and
that's,
shit.
that's where I like the first COVID lockdown was good because I met online friends. I joined an Instagram community, and I'm still part of it. Like it was fun, but like I had a massive breakdown and came out of it with no friends. So like,
Damn.
and then the rest of that year I was still living at home, like not knowing what to do. And then I started UB the year after, so
Hype.
like I'm good now.
Fucking nice.
Fucking glad.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I reckon, I reckon lockdown. It was just such like sludge time. I remember when the second lockdown was announced, I was still working at the gas station, and there was still like masks and shit. I knew it was around, but I didn't know that we went into lockdown because I was working the whole time, and it was fucking hectic because I was like behind the cash register, and customers would walk in and they would, we were masked up and stuff. They'd be buying shit, and this one guy bought like something counter to counter. And I was like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, did you hear the news? I was just like,
I'm into dudes.
yeah. Like, what the fuck? And I was just like, no. And he's like, oh, like, the Prime Minister's like going to be having like another COVID briefing. And I was just like, fuck yeah, fucking COVID lockdown part 2, hell yeah. And then over the course of the next 4 hours, because I don't have any like internet there, I was just, customers would be walking in and I'll be getting updates. Cool. As it's going on. So like what would come in and I'll be like, what's that with the COVID thing? And she's like, oh, she hasn't gone on yet. Like she's going in 15 minutes. Like, fuck. Customers coming. And now later I'm like, what's that with the COVID thing? And he's like, oh, she's talking about it and it looks like we're going to go into a lockdown. And I was just like, holy shit, is that true? And then another person came and was like, are we going to lockdown? And I was like, yeah, how do you not know? And I was like, well, cunt, I'm fucking working.
I'm pumping your petrol, bitch.
Yeah, and that happened. But then but before that happened, before I was told about it, like so many more cars would start pulling up, and I was like, part of my anxiety brain was just like, yo, we're getting fucking invaded. And I was like, but it was like 7 o'clock on a Tuesday, or I can't remember what day it was.
Yeah,
it was
like
usually
a random day in a week.
It's usually fucking so dead, and it was like so many cars filling up. And like when I started to realize that all the milk started getting sold and all the bread started getting sold, and then like people like coming in like waves out the door, and then the dude was like, oh yeah, we're going into another lockdown. I was like, oh fuck. And there was just so many lines of people just like clearing out all the shelves. Had to call my manager in to come help. It was fucking hectic, but it was so weird like getting secondhand important information. It was fucking crazy, but it was sick because I just bought a bunch of chocolate and then went home and knew that like I didn't have to do anything for the next few weeks.
Yeah. How I found out that we were going into lockdown, I'll never forget it. So the day prior, I was at school and it had been known that we had 8 cases, right? And we were like, oh, 8 cases, America has like a few thousand, so and then so that happened, and the next day I wake up and it's 10 o'clock. School starts at like 8:50, and I was like, oh shit, I'm late. But I was like, wait, no one woke me up, so this something must be going on. And it was silent in the house, but people were home. So I was like, okay, and I walk out the door. And my dad's in the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then he's on the chopping board, and he's like, oh, I thought I let you sleep in. I'm making tomatoes. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then so I called my mate at the time, and I was like, yo, are you at school? And he's like, no, my parents let me stay home. And I was like, what's going on? And we were like, no, I have no idea. Like, my parents just didn't want me to go into school today. And I was like, okay, that's weird. And then I walk into the lounge and the Prime Minister just announces the lockdown. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit, this is so fucking weird. This is crazy.
Do you guys ever this is more for you, Leo, but at Dubsy, do you guys use House Party?
But
House Party?
But that was like a week thing before I found out that everyone like got hacked and shit like that.
What's House Party? What's House Party?
It was like a Facebook thing where you could go on with your friends and do like little games, right?
It was like you could do like mass FaceTimes.
Oh.
Like with like 11 plus
and there was
people.
like little games. and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
on games and shit. And
Yeah,
stuff.
there was little fun games. It was basically just like a mobile version of like Discord, where it's like friends, Snapchat, but then it was later found out. I was like,
Discord on
don't
mobile.
install it because I can't remember. It was like you would get like DDoSed or
Yeah,
something
Doxed or
bad.
I'm pretty sure because I had it, my Facebook got hacked.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was
Damn.
bad. So then it lasted for a week. Everyone just got off the app as soon as possible.
Damn. Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, that was like every single night, like during the first lockdown. Like me and all my mates would like hop on like the house party. And I remember, it was during the first lockdown. It was what was fucking April 4th, 420. It was like that time, and like everyone fucking in the thing was like I had their phone set up. We were like, okay, 3, 2, 1,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was fun. And like I have this screenshot of just like there was one dude who not escaped his house, but like got out of his house and went to a park. There was one of my mates who was like outside his house, and just everyone in just the most batshit fucking crazy places.
Yeah.
Just
Like
to fucking
someone in the tunnels and shit like that.
Yeah. It was fucking also like, yo, that's an awesome memory.
It was fucking crazy. Yeah, before we wrap up, After Hours, The Weeknd, the album came out while in lockdown. So that was like my lockdown album. So
that's a lot of my mates around town. That was a lockdown fucking album as well.
Dua Lipa's Future Nostalgia came out that period as well. Childish Gambino came out with an album
Really?
in lockdown.
Fucking love
It was completely out of the blue. He just dropped it. That's why no one hears of it.
What album was that?
There's no name. It's a timestamp.
It's so weird that I have literally no memories of lockdown.
Mine are so sludgy.
I literally have none. Like I remember being outside and it's like there's literally no cars and there's not a single person.
that was
and
eerie as fuck.
That was fucking awesome. I loved
because
that.
I have a view of the airport, and on the right side, packed with cars. Because stuff and stuff like that.
Mm.
Next morning, I woke up, gone.
Fucking
There were
awesome.
no cars there. It felt so crazy.
Yeah,
I love that. I don't know.
I think my like brother walked around we went into the city. Like I know we went around too, but I think he just like went on and like he was seeing like videos and shit, and it was just like desolate. And I was like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Being in town, it would be kind of scary because there's so many high buildings.
Yeah,
But like in like
I zoned out.
put a Umu.
I was giving Leo like just evil eyes, but I wasn't like paying attention. So he just like.
Yeah. Sorry.
No.
no.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No. In Putapatumu, it's just like it's so cool. Just it's all flat, so it's not a single person. And I fucking love how quiet it is. It's so
'cause
nice.
And the second one I went back, like both times of the lockdowns, I lived at my parents' house. Second one I lived in the cabin that I lived in, like in the backyard,
Cool.
which we got after the first lockdown. But the second one I was there, and like I would just go out sometimes at night and just sit on the porch
Yeah,
and just like
just vibe.
listen,
Yeah,
because we live close to like the beach, so I could just hear the ocean.
fucking oath. Yeah, no, I think I think there's such a fucking wiggy time, but like
How many times you jerk off?
Oh,
Yeah, a lot of cum, man.
Nothing else to do.
A lot
right?
of cum.
Nothing else to do.
What else can you do?
It was an interesting time. I enjoyed it. I know it's fucking horrible for a lot of people, but personally, I thought it was. I enjoyed my time. I
My
enjoyed my
second
time.
one was better. I was real sad and miserable, but like I didn't lose any friends.
Yeah, and the consistent. Yeah, I remember we had to film some shit during lockdown,
Yeah,
and that was so annoying,
so dumb.
so fucking dumb.
I
It
hated
doesn't
that.
even. Yep, sorry.
You talk, bro.
I was
Speak
gonna
your
say
ish.
it didn't even feel like didn't even feel like my life started until last year.
True.
Facts. I agree.
I
You
feel
said
like
love that.
nothing was happening, and then everything happened.
Damn.
All of a sudden, it was fucking.
Well, but life clearly started at year 12 because we saw a photo of you today. From
Yeah.
Facts.
Actually, that looks nothing like you. So no, that wasn't you.
You would hate me in high school.
Really?
Not
I
because I was a dickhead, but I was just a cringy little guy.
I didn't hate you in high school.
Yeah. I was apparently to Baden's group, we were the popular ones, but we were not the popular ones. We were the mid to low tier. They were
Damn.
popular kids and we were mid to low. But I hung out with like everyone.
That's true.
Yeah.
I
I
hung out
reckon-
with
Yeah,
multiple
during
people.
high school, fucking. If it was high school into here, bro, I got my shit wrecked.
I would
bro.
beat the shit out of my. No, I'm kidding. But
Yeah, bro. I would.
Yeah, I was pretty awful in high school.
like I would grab my year 9 self and go like, you shouldn't like Logan Paul.
No, that was canon event, bro. It was canon event.
It was a canon event.
It was canon event.
Yeah.
What's up, little gangsters?
Oh my god, so
I
many
would go to
times.
my year 9 self and be like, get diagnosed sooner.
I would be like, don't fold so many times.
Don't fall, don't
There will be
fumble.
like, oh, bro,
Pick a better friend group.
pick a better friend group. Yeah, that's all I'll say.
She is manipulating you.
Yes, but then there'll be times
Don't
where like
get
she's
that
clearly
together.
hitting on me, and I would be like either too high or be too tired.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
I don't want to. I'm not saying.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyway.
It doesn't
I
happen
think-
often.
I
It doesn't happen
think-
often.
yeah.
It's just happened. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, I think that's a perfect place to put a little bow tie, a little French wrap on the gift that was today's episode. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being on the podcast.
Smash that like button.
And the bell.
Can we find a way to?
Ding the bell. Ding, ding, ding.
I feel like that we have to like, you know,
Segue it out better.
but like say like the video, subscribe.
So scribble.
Well, do you want me to do it because I have a pretty?
But we have to
do it.
like smooth it in. We have
Okay,
to be
you do
like,
it then.
oh, I like whenever I hear smash the like button, subscribe on anything, I'm like,
Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching the
If you
Podcast
enjoyed
podcast.
today's video, please make sure that you hit the like button, that you comment below, and that you hit that subscriber bell button so that we know, or that so that you know when we post.
it's that monologue where every time I hear it in any other video, I'm like,
Alright, well, if this one is like, we're going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching.
thank you for doing that. Thank
We
you.
will
I'll show
see you
you how it's
guys in the next one.
I know, but like,
Make sure to follow us at the Afterclass Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. We have videos coming out every Friday. And yep.
Dan, you're in
This
PR
little
train.
chart here shows that 25% of you aren't subscribed. So,
and this
subscribe.
is a chart of people that the population and rise and fall in Malaysia. So there's how many
And-
people.
This is a graph that is about if you like Thai people or not, and if you will like Thai people in a year, and has your opinion on Thai people changed?
This is a graph of my opinion of Thai people.
And it's positive because we
It's
love
only
Thai
going
people.
up.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you. Goodbye.
Bye.
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 Did you see that fight at the start, bro? That was fucking crazy, bro.
That was fucking crazy. Wait, I was there.
Wait!
you, dude.
I thought you were Russian.